Hello everyone.
Hi.
I am MV Kaundinya of UBS Uniqfin Business School, MBA third batch 2025 to 27. In a part of presentation program run by the UBS, today I am going to deliver my presentation on demonetization of 2016 and its effect on the Indian markets and different sectors, how demonetization is affected. Now, before going into the subject and going into the effects, now let us come from the basics and know the meaning of demonetization and when are the demonetization has taken place in our markets and what are the types of demonetization. First, let us come from the demonetization definition. Demonetization is a process in which government withdraws the legal tender status of currency issued by it. Means the currency which is issued by the RBI, the RBI itself calls them back from the circulation in the market, and that is called demonetization. The first demonetization has taken place in 12th January 1946, 2nd January 16 January, second one 16 January 1978, and the list goes on, right? And now let's see how many types of demonetization are there in our market. There are basically two types of demonetization, that is total demonetization and partial demonetization. As a part of total demonetization, the RBI calls every legal tender currency that is circulating in the market as of now and issues new currency replacing to it. Partial demonetization means the government only calls back some notes of currency from our market and replaces them in the new currency to regulate. And now let us see how many times the demonetization has been occurred and what are the notes that are being recalled by the government. In 1946, as the first demonetization, 500 notes, 1000 notes and 10,000 notes are called back and replaced by the new ones. In 1978, 1000 rupees, 5000 rupees and 10,000 rupees notes are called back and they are replaced by the new currency. Then when they are replacing by the new currency, they will change the existing shape, format and the placement of the biometric authentications they do in the notes, currency notes, and the colors and the legal affiliation of the notes. And in 2014, withdrawal of all notes issued before 2005. What the notes are being issued before 2005, they have withdrawn all the notes from the existing market and replaced all types of currency with the new notes. In 2016, 5000 notes and 1000 notes are banned. We all are familiar about it and we all know the consequences run by that. In 2023 recent market, 2000 notes were completely banned and they are recalled from the existing markets. Okay. Yeah. Coming to 2016 demonetization, government announcement was on 8th February 2016. The currency withdrawal was 500 notes and 1000 notes are banknotes are withdrawn from circulation. Economic shockwaves. The economy experiences significant disruption. There is a significant disruption in some medium of time, only for some medium of time, not long in the long run. The market went ups and downs. We'll see them in the later slides, how many markets are affected and how the markets are affected by this. Objective stated. The main objectives of the demonetization of 2016 are to curbing black money. As we all have everyone any idea of black money? Or all have a idea of black money?
Not paying taxes.
Yeah, the black money is the money which is hidden by the SSEs. Who are SSEs? We ourselves are the SSEs. Maybe HNIs or retail people or anyone who is doing jobs in any other government sector or private sector. Anyone, the one who is generating income is called who is liable to pay the tax is called an SSE. The one who hides his income from the taxation, from the effect of taxation, is the when this income is hidden, this income is known as the black money, the income which is hidden from the burden of taxation or the imposition of the tax. Okay, and the second objective is combating counterfeit currency. That means removing fake currencies from the circulation. In the market, the currencies which are replica, the notes which are replica of the original currency may be rotating in the market. They may affect the legal tender of the original notes. That's why to eliminate these fake currency notes from the circulation, the RBI banned the notes from the circulation and disrupting the flow of funds used for terrorist activities. These funds are also diversified in from some organization to the terrorist activities against our country. The officials noticed this activity and they also imposed demonetization as an alternate effect or indirect effect to reduce the terror financing and encouraging the adoption of digital payment methods. From as an adverse effect or as a collateral effect to the demonetization, they have also introduced the digital marketing payment systems. Like we all know, first the when what was the first digital payment system that came into our market? Anyone?
UPI.
Yeah, UPI. What is the app that bought?
Digital payment app.
Paytm. I think
Paytm,
it's
Paytm.
first.
Google Pay.
Google Pay.
Yeah.
Okay, Paytm or Google Pay is the first digital payments app introduced in our market. It is there before, but it came hike from the 2016 demonetization. Then next, let's see come one by one what are the effects of demonetization. Sector based. Coming to banking sector, the main effect is increased deposits. The banking sector got run in a positive move because of the demonetization effect. Increasing deposits. The persons who are hiding their income or saving their income in the bank in the birva lockers or safes in their houses, like our mothers save the amount in pulses boxes and all, right? They bought their money back into the existing of notes to exchange the currency existing notes. They have deposited. The banks kept the rule. The banks may give exchange of notes also. They can give the new notes for the existing notes. But what the government did is they didn't issue the new notes for that time. They later printed and later brought them into circulation. As a effect of reducing those, the increasing and to increase the deposits, they have they asked the customers to deposit their existing amount in their bank accounts. Okay, lower rates. Banks lower lending rates. Why they did lower the lending rates?
To increase investment.
Yeah, to increase investment or to increase the borrowing of money. To why they have increased reduced the lending rates? Why they want to borrow the money? Anyone? So why they encourage the customers to borrow money?
To expand the businesses, maybe small scale business, they can borrow money.
No.
They can expand their businesses.
I got your point. That's a nice point to add on. But what is the main purpose is, what are the bank notes hiding in? What are the notes being deposited in the bank?
The which they have called off.
The which they have the call of, or the which their notes they are circulating behind. When you are depositing a 500 note or 1000 note which is not existing, you may lack your currency and you may lack your liquidity. To mitigate those distractions, they have reduced the interest rates to meet the customer requirements who are depositing the money. You may deposit the money in the bank existing currency notes, and if anyone who is in requirement of the currency and who is in lack of currency, they may take these existing notes from the bank to mitigate their monetization mishaps and to meet their daily needs and all. That is the main reason. And challenges is faced. Managing note exchange. This is the main challenge faced that time by the banking sector, because as we earlier saw, they are lending the loans. They are exiting the 500 notes and 1000 notes, and they are also lending the 100 notes, 200 notes, what are in circulation. These notes have been, these are the challenge faced by the banking system to manage those notes and collect those notes and giving them to public. Security scrutiny increased, detecting suspicious transactions. One may do 2 or 3 or more bank accounts, keeping fake identities and fake proofs to increase their bank accounts and deposit their black money or divert through another channel for depositing, reducing their black money deposits. So they also increase the suspecting transactions to reduce that possibility of the customers. And next, let us discuss the efforts of demonetization and real estate sector. We all know that the real estate sector maximum moves on cash. Everyone who is buying property here and all, they are not paying the completely amount to the government. How many of you know that there is 2 types of currency circulating regarding to real estate in the market? There are 2 types of money. There are 2 types of money that is circulating in the market regarding to real estate. Black rate and white rate. Do you know this? White rate is means what is the rate that you are registering with the municipality or government, that is being entered into the your documents. When in your documents, when you go through the schedule A, there is a table mentioning your area, address, plot size, and the amount for that square unit in that area, and the total cap of the your project. You are registering, for example, take you are registering for 15 lakhs, but the market rate revolving around is 30 lakhs. These 15 lakhs you are paying to the government, you are registering in the papers, and you are paying stamp duty charges or registration charges on these 15 lakhs only. Remaining 15 lakhs you are going through the backside, or else any other means you are giving to the seller of the land in the black ways. Yeah, those are to reduce those ones, as the notes are not prevailing in the market. This transaction became more problematic and at the time of demonetization. Yeah, that's all this entire screen says about. And next, let's see informal sector. Informal sector means which is not formal, maybe like private organizations or some government organizations or some small organizations who are running their businesses, or like you may say supermarkets, you may say electronic stores, clothing stores, and all those comes under informal sectors. Yeah, their job losses. Why their job losses? Because they also pay their salaries to the employees in cash only. They will not maintain in bank accounts due to payment of taxes and all, and the collection of taxes and all. That is why they, because of a lack of currency, the job losses have been done. Economic disruption has followed. Supply disruptions impacted goods availability. The goods from the manufacturers to suppliers and then to customers affected because of these cash transactions which are involved, which are being done with out of the accounting, non-accounting transactions. Those has been disrupted. Yeah. And agriculture sector has also gone through so many discrepancies, so many problems in this what is the demonetization sector, due to what the people who work in agriculture sector are mostly of labor who are getting 500 at the time in 2016. They are most probably they are getting 400 per day a labor wage. This labor wage is mostly circulated in cash. Because of lack of note rotation and all, they also there are also cash crunch hinders improved purchases. The purchase of fertilizers and all, seeds and all for the rearing and all became problem. Labor shortages came, supply chain disruption. Again, when there is no productivity in the farm, there is no supply of materials. When there is no supply of seeds and fertilizers from the manufacturers and all, there is no farming also. And consumer behavior, demonetization impacting consumer behavior. Yeah, demonetization, spendings decline. We don't spend much when there is demonetization, or we cannot spend much when there is demonetization, because we may have no currency in the circulation, and the purchasing power of the people also gets decreased. That is why the spending declines. Digital adoption, many of may not aware of the digital adoption, digital transactions and all. So when there is not digital adoption, and there is also increased use of digital adoption. How we ourselves, youth, and we who are aware of the software transactions, digital transactions have increased, because yeah, whoever does pani puri transactions here, doing online, everyone, right? We go to tea shop, buy what, how much tea? 10 rupees.
10 rupees.
Okay, take your smartphone or Apple phone, open the scanner, bhaiya dekho kar diya maine. This is what happens. That is why increased use of digital payments and retail slowdown. Sales declare in the retail sector. As I mentioned earlier, in the retail sector, who are going on cash transactions mainly, who are not accounting their transactions, in their markets the sales has gone down, and also the purchasing power of people has reduced. That's why it affected the retail sales. Yeah, digital demonetization impacts Indian markets. Market volatility increased. Now let's come to the shares of the market. Yes, there is, when you know that when the demand increases, the price of the shares increases, right? When the demand decreases, automatically the price of the shares go down. What happened when these many sectors are affecting? Real estate sector affected, a banking sector affected, industrial sector affected, informal sector affected, agriculture sector affected, and the normal purchasing power of the people are also affected. and the high net worth individuals may also have some black money in their accounts, or sorry, not there in their accounts, under their beds, car tires, and also in their paddy bags, fertilizers in their farmhouses, or maybe second channel houses who they have within their houses and all these money increased they as when they have no power to buy those invest in the stocks and shares, which has to be done accountably, which are regulated by SEBI, RBI and all, then the purchasing power of the stocks also decreases. That is why the market volatility increase and the share price has gone down. Sector impact, we see digital payments, we saw bond yields, increased liquidity, yields decline. As we already decreased, why yield increase, liquidity increased, in that type only bond yields also increased. And yeah, demonetization impacts on Indian economy, cash reliant economy, informal cash based transactions. We all should, from now onwards, we should take a resolution that we will go through the digital era. We will go to the digital payments, respecting our Sir Modi, cashless India. That means that it does not replace do 10 rupees transactions on Panipuri also. Do some transactions, because my personal account has got banned from doing those Panipuri transactions only, right? And then digital adoption. Please adopt digital payments methods. Formalization. Economy shifts towards formal channels. What in the formal channels in this context means is accounting. Do account for every rupee what you receive. Please account for, and please be responsible. Please pay taxes to the government, which are indirectly returned to ourselves towards the development of nation, towards the development of economy, and that dissolves the rich become richer and poor become poorer tagline. Yeah, tax compliance. Yes, I said earlier, be tax compliance, be responsible to the government, pay taxes for what rupee you are receiving. Digital formal economy, increase the tax compliance again. Yeah, the challenges faced. Now let us see what are the challenges faced by the demonetization. Black money, deposited black back into accounts, or deposited back into banks. All those black money which are hidden in the first channel accounts or second channel accounts of these political leaders, or high net worth individuals or high industry persons, are being returned to banks. Not all. Some may have heard that some politicians have dropped their money or dipped their money into the lakes nearby their cities, and all the people came rush by rush. They took that note, collected their notes, and they deposited in their banks. By that means also, all that money goes into the banks only. Directly or indirectly, all the black money, not all, some percentage, maybe to the extent, deposited into the back into the banks. Counterfeit currency removed from circulation temporarily. These 500 notes and 1000 notes at that time removed from circulation temporarily, and they have been replaced with the new 500 notes and 1000 notes. In the meanwhile, they are also taken back, and 2000 notes also taken back. We have only what there is the highest denomination of currency in the existing market, 500 notes, of course. Terror financing also got reduced, and not up to some maximum extent, to minimal extent, I mean to say. Our terrorists who are close friend of us, they'll do terrorism in any way. They don't have any accountability or responsibility towards the people. They don't have moral ethics and all. They will do terrorism in any way. But supplying to them, financing to them has been reduced due to this demonetization. Digital transactions. A new array of digital transactions has been brought back, has been moved towards the upper range because of the demonetization. Yeah. Thank you.